Well, hello, and thank you for coming for my second live broadcast today. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, and I'd like to say thank you for everyone that's there. And first and foremost, I want to say hello to the little angel, Kayla. How you doing? Hello, Kayla. I know you're watching me. So the little one, 2 year old, she's always watching me along with her mother. Hope that I meet mom and dad very soon with that little precious angel y'all have. Okay? Now, um, I know I got some viewers on here already. I'm trying to see if I can tell who's there. If I can get this. Okay, good, good. I'm seeing what I need to see here on my iPad. Let's see who we got here that I can actually see on the live chat. Okay, great. I got Donna Gordon. Thank you so much from Canada being here. China Luzura from Hong Kong, and Romeo. Thank you so much, Romeo, for being here. I'm sorry I missed your live broadcast, but I did see it. Excellent job, my brother. You did an excellent job. And Bitcoin Scott always do an excellent job with your live broadcast as well. All right. You know, as I was thinking about a topic to talk to my second live broadcast, I thought about something that we need to be really, really thinking about. Okay, and it has to do with our billion coin. And let me also add, there's another person that's watching that may be watching this as well. People in Tennessee as well as people in Virginia Beach, as my little one and their parents. But I'm gonna just say this. You know, we have an awesome coin in the billion coin. This is no small thing we got going here. And those that don't know about it, I am one that can show you what it's all about. And how to contact me, my phone number, if you're in the US here, is right down the bottom of this live broadcast, and also my email. Please contact me. I would be more happy to talk to you about what we have here called the Billion Coin. And better yet, how you can get involved and be very profitable and join our community. Because we have, as I talked about mission in my very last broadcast, is about what? Creating love and prosperity and abundance for people that are in poverty worldwide, getting them out of poverty. That's our main mission. Okay? But when I thought about something that I could really focus on this live broadcast, is talking about the value of our coin called the Billion Coin TBC. Okay? The first thing I'm gonna do before I talk a little bit more about it, I want to show you something that you all seen before, but it's just a little poster. That's all it is. Okay? All right, let's do a screen share. All right, here we go. Thank you, Christina, for coming today from Canada. Thank you. All right. It's called the value. What is the value of TBC based on? Let's talk about that for a minute. The true value of TBC is based on the number of living men and living women that join us in the agreement as members. We simply measure that value in gold. Now, let me just say something, okay? Let me just specifically do a clarification of this right here. When I saw this, I don't know if y'all noticed something, but I noticed it. And see, this when you become a student of blog, you pick up little things, okay? You look at you see a little things, okay? All right. When it said living men and women, did you also know you can also sign up babies? Yes, like our 2-year-old that's watching right here. That could be a future incredibly financial nest egg for her later on in her life. Yes, you can sign babies. It's not an age limit like most things. You got to be 18 to become a part of. No, not in the Billion Coin. Because see, we have a lot of babies overseas that's in poverty in that continent of Africa and certain Asian countries around the world. They don't have clean water to drink, all these kind of things. So you can sign up babies too, all ages. It said living men and living woman. But to make it more specific, anyone that's born up to their death. right, can be a part of TBC. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Every time someone joins or become a part of our community, should I say, is also measured by gold, and more specifically, a grain of gold. But what I want to expand a little bit and talk about is, and I'm going to come out of this live broadcast here. All right. Let's see. Let me come out of this here. Boom. I'm back. All right. Back again. All right. It's two things that I think we need to be really focusing on right now. Now that we are starting to, where we processing through our migration, and a lot of us have migrated now, and many more are still migrating, finish out the rest of this month before we stop migration. As we know right now, they didn't say anything about extending it. So we got to assume that it's the 31st of this month, the end migration to our new wallet and our new network. Okay? We have to think about exercising our value more in the transaction sense. Okay? Meaning, one thing that I thought about somebody that said something to me about this, and that was Gerard Windsor. He said something about what? Doing small transactions, like $10, $30, $40, $50, small transactions with each other. So the world will start to see we're unlocking the value of TBC. Small transactions. It could be a $25 transaction. We're not talking about a $100 transaction or more. Small ones. Start doing transactions with people. Start seeing how fast and robust our new network and new transactions are going. Because if we start doing that worldwide with each other, not just the people that's coming in, start doing it with each other. Some of the leaders could do it with each other. Other members could do it with each other. Small amounts. People have to start seeing the action that's taken. Not just talking about it. We got to be about it. You got to talk about it. You see, not just talk about it, be about it. Start doing transactions with each other. Listen, perfect example. About a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, or so, close to a month now, Gerard Windsor made a $25 transaction from whom? Lucy Brown of over in New Zealand. Lucy thought he was joking. Just someone out of the blue asked to do a transaction with her. But see, if we start doing it more often, everyone start getting used to it, and then you start seeing your team start doing it, and then everybody starts seeing them doing it, and next thing you know, it started circulating around the world. It started circulating around the world, and then all of a sudden, ears start to listen, eyes start to see. See, I'm talking about starting small first. Don't be thinking big things yet. Start doing small transactions. Okay? Another thing we need to do that maybe seem a little big for you, but you can start it small too. Start educating your merchants about TBC. I'm not talking about small mom and pop shops, donut shops, coffee shops. Start talking to the owners. Let them know you got something that's really new that's sweeping the world in terms of paying for goods and services. Start talking about that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Romeo. Absolutely, he says. Start talking to some of these small establishments. Now that, see, for me, I was waiting till we start getting over to the new network. Okay? But but realize this. When merchants are coming to play, it is absolutely vital that they understand what TV is about, what it is, what it isn't, okay, and what their role would be in it, what their correct role would be in it, and also what their correct role is not. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. They have to know what it is, what it isn't. I'm talking about TBC now. What TBC is, what it isn't, and what their correct role is, as well as what the correct role is not. They need to be educated on what this whole thing with TBC is about, called the Billion Coin. They have to be into the Billion Coin, be a member themselves. You have to show them how and give maybe examples of what has already occurred over in Cameroon when MBAC Derek worked with some people in a health clinic to accept 50% TBC and 50% of their currency called Naira. I think that's what it's called. But let's just say it was cash for them. That's how I could really start, and already starting on a small scale over in parts of Africa and in parts of Philippines that we know. There's already been testimonies of that. Cars has been purchased. Land has been purchased. Clothes have been purchased. Homes have been purchased already with the Billion Coin. Evidence is already in our testimonial page. So tell me, why can't we do it, like, for example, in Canada? Diana, why can't we do it? Romeo, why can't we do that right here in the US? Christina, why can't we do it in Canada? We need to start talking to educating merchants. But get this, and I realize what could be we were talking to I think Nicole of Dream Homes and Investments over in Italy. She wants to do like a video with a few of us leaders, with myself, Randy, and a few others, because she has some people that's getting in some small shops that's getting interested in this, and she wants to get them how to go about doing it right and get more involved, because over in her region, not a lot of people are in the Billion Coin. They don't really understand what they don't even understand what Bitcoin is. Some of them. And so many people worldwide that has to be educated in what the Billion Coin is all about. And I'm finding that a lot of us here, a lot of us leaders, we know exactly how to explain it to them. But I'm only one person. Randy's only one person. Jules is only one person. New England, although they have Lucy Brown, Jules and Paco, and Tay Williams. I know they all live in New Zealand. They could be getting it done over there on a smaller scale. We have to all start small. Think small first. Don't think large. It doesn't. Not going to work. You're not going to be successful that way. Because if the smaller places start to learn and start to exercise it, then more small places start to do it. Then all of a sudden, the medium big places start to get involved. Then the larger ones, it just become to evolve. I'm giving you an example how this could happen, but we got to believe it can happen. Okay? We have to believe it can happen. Let me ask y'all something. Let me ask you something really simple. If you all in this, just for the people in this chat, if y'all understand what I'm saying and believe this can happen, unlocking the value of the Billion Coin worldwide, I want you to put in TBC is for me in the chat right now. Let me see if y'all agree with me by saying TBC is for me in the chat. If you understand and believe we can do this, can you do that for me right now? Christina already said, Tegwa said that I will be doing this, Stephen. You will hear of it. You see, she sees it. Anybody else? I just put in the chat, TBC is for me if you understand what I'm saying about exercising and unlocking the value of TBC, even on a smaller scale. Okay, I see Donna Gordon saying TBC is for me. Bitcoin Scott? Anybody else? Okay. Well, that's good because we got to start thinking about it. Oh, Dakota Williams, she let me say Tay Williams. She's here from New Zealand now. Thank you so much for coming. We're talking about exercising the value of TBC even on a smaller scale. But first, start doing small transactions like $10, $15, $20, $25. And witness how fast these transactions are. You know? It's like buying little crinkles of our coin, which is smaller, which are smaller fractions of our TBC coin. Because all of y'all know what our coin is worth, like $8.2 million per coin. Oh, good. Bitcoin said I've been talking to merchants to accept TBC crinkle. See, somebody's already here on this chat, already started. Excellent, Bitcoin Scott. Scott Thorne, that's his name. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See, people get it. See, they get it. There's some of our leaders that already started. For me, I want to make sure I was fully migrated. I want to make sure this migration, this network is flowing thoroughly strong. Okay? Look, you see this? Did I hear it somewhere? You see what Takataya Williams stated? They mentioned that in the blog. Didn't I say you have to be a student of the blog? I always say it. No matter what I'm talking about, I say be a student of the blog. I wanted to ask you, Stephen, is there an app for this on the iPhone? What do you mean? What kind of app you referring to, Christine? What kind of app for this? What do you mean? What type of app you're speaking of? I'm not following you there. The only little app I know that's on the phone, I do have it on my phone and it works, and I haven't had any problem with it. And it's only, but only the problem is it. Oh, a TBC app, yes. Let me just tell you all about this now. When Dan Luke spoke about it, he didn't trust it too well. I can tell you, I've used it for over 6 months. But the problem is, it's not on the iPhone. I unfortunately don't have it in the App Store, to my knowledge. It's only on Android phones. In fact, let me see. Maybe I can show it to y'all. Let me see. I don't know whether you can or not, but I don't. This is not a part of TBC, so to speak. I just have found to use this app, and it works for the most part. Let me see if I can find it for you. It's called, I don't know if y'all can see this on my phone, but it's called, here it is, called the Billion Coin app. And I may be looking at, it backwards. But anyway, I can go to it. You hit about us. It goes to Billion Coin. It goes to blog, the new wallet, which we used to have the old wallet here, but got a new TBC009.net and also Crinkle Cash back office. But they need to update the Crinkle Cash. We don't use Crinkle no more. Crinkle Cash, I mean Santa Claus no more. He's retired, as you know. But it's not. I don't know. It's maybe some party person made this app, but it does take you to everywhere you want to go. But it's only on Android. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's not on the Android. And I don't promote it, so to speak. I'm just telling they have it. I'm just answering her question. Yeah, yeah. So, but anyway, I was just reading it to chat. So basically, that was basically it for this particular live broadcast. I didn't have anything else to talk about. Oh. Let me mention this. Let me tell you, I think I may be getting some influence on others doing live broadcasts sometime. Two people that I told, and they mentioned my name in their broadcast, that Steve said that, thank you. If you think I'm going to be on a live broadcast, that I'm going to be chosen to be featured on the blog. I told Syringe, the TBC Player War, and her link was there, which recognized her past week, and today, and with the last maybe 2 to 3 hours, this morning, by the way, ATM Irene from Uganda leader, I mentioned to her that her broadcast was so good about money that, how TBC could be used as real money, and talked about money in different ways. It was such a thorough broadcast that I felt that it should be put on the blog. And I put in the chat, and then she announced it. And next thing you know, boom, it was on there. Now, I'm not saying I did it necessarily, but I know that when you ask for something, sometimes you receive it. And I'm proof of it, right? Okay? I'm just using myself as an example. Remember when that blog that came out, they asked for, be careful what you ask for? Because Mary Ann Murphy, see what happened to her? She went to Uganda. Now I got chosen to go to Africa with Randy Wilson. And not just because I was asking for it, they're seeing some of the works I've done. They're seeing my live broadcast. I'm reaching out to admin. Admin, hear me. I got their attention. Do you have their attention? Some of you on this live broadcast has been on the blog, featured on the blog. I mean, so I'm saying, admin, I've told you, and I mean it. Admin is watching you. They're watching these live broadcasts. They're vetting these live broadcasts. But you have to put it where? On the testimonial page, and it's two places to find it. Under your Crinkle Cash back office, log in on the testimonial, and on the Billion Coin website at thebillioncoin.info under testimonials. You have to put your YouTube URL link of your video. And there are two ways to do it. And just for the sake of this, for those that may not know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you how you can find it. Let's do a screen share very, very quickly here. Okay. All right. Let's just choose one of my past videos. I'm going to give you an example. This is video 39. Let me click on it. I'm going to just stop it. I don't want to hear it necessarily. Okay, this just says waiting. This has already been done. When you can two ways. You can right click on see copy, then left click. You got it already. Or you can click share. You see that URL link right here? All you got to do is hit copy, and it's copied. So it's two ways to find it. That's all you have to do. Okay? All right, let me come out of this. Let me come out of screen share. All right? So that's all you got to do. Easy as that. All right? Oh, China says she has the Billion Coin app on her Android phone. Like I said, it works. It's not endorsed necessarily by the Billion Coin. It's not breaking any rules to have it. It's just a little app that you can find things about the Billion Coin. That's all. In case you don't have a computer. All right. Has anyone got any questions before I end my live broadcast? Because I'm approaching my 30 minutes. I think a lot of us got to really work on that. For some of us, that's go over, because they mentioned that also in the blog, in a past blog. Okay. Okay. Anybody no questions? Just remember, be thinking like this. We need to start making some purchases with some of our leaders or people we know. That starts to unlock the value of our coin. What's used to having a coin that's $8.2 million if we're not doing any transactions? We got to go back to how we used to do things in TBC in terms of transactions, because now we have a more reliable network. It's shown us that so far. Let's put it to work. Okay? All right. Listen, I'm at the end of my live broadcast. I'll see you all around the same time tomorrow, not tonight. The first at 3 o'clock, my regular time at 3 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. And please check your time zone. Over the West Coast, that happens to be of the United States, that happens to be at 12 o'clock noon. Sometimes it'd be early for you all. Sometimes it'd be a little bit later. I know in South Africa, I know they're 6 hours ahead of me. All right. Thank you so much, Christina, Diana Gordon, Scott Thorne, which is Bitcoin Scott, Chana, I'm not messing. I'm spelling it, pronouncing your name, Chana Luzura. I think I said Christina, I believe. Dakota Williams and Romeo. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Bitcoin Scott, if I mentioned said your name, just thank you. And Diana Gordon. Thank you all for being here today and joining me for my second live broadcast today. And I'll be doing my live broadcast. Last announcement that we all know, make sure that you at the send button meeting. Get your team out there if they can appear. And those that at work that can't appear, make sure you let your team know to go back and look at the replay before they take it off under the send button in your QuickCast back office. It's not going to be there all day. And what people are experiencing, by the way, when you get your keyword, whatever that is, and you can't put it in, is because everyone is going to the QuickCast office at the same time. It's crowding the bandwidth. You just got to try back later and put it in there, and boom, you got your what should be what 5 million cookies. Not if you're a broadcaster, because we're in a 500% increase. Usually it's 1 million cookies, but if you're a basic member, it'd be 5,000 cookies, or when a normal be 1,000 cookies. You know the difference, right? All right. Y'all have a nice day. It's been awesome. And thank you again, little Kayla. Love you all. Y'all have a nice one. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.